Hello, hello, my friends. We're kicking off the work week with a dedicated candle review from Yankee Candle today. I know some of you guys might be in awe or shock. I don't know which one, that I am actually doing a Yankee Candle review here on my channel. Now, I did place an order about 2 weeks ago over at Yankee, and I shared that initial haul with you guys last week. And spoiler alert, you guys, I actually went back in and purchased more candles from Yankee while that sale was going on. So I will likely have another Yankee Candle haul for you guys next week. So if you guys are Yankee Candle faithful, Yankee Candle lovers, I know that a lot of us, Yankee is kind of like the OG of home fragrance, but quite a few people have kind of gone away from the brand, not really for any particular reasons, other than for me personally, it was that I have a hard time. There's no Yankee retail stores close to me. And then also, I was having some performance issues with them over the years. But every once in a while, they'll release a collection that really intrigues me, or they will have some new fragrances come out that I'm like, you know what, I think I should give them another try. And that is what has happened with this new Hello Italy collection. This collection launched, I want to say, mid January 2025. And a lot of the fragrances that were in that collection definitely appealed to me. So, like I said, when there was a sale, I did take advantage. And of course, the first fragrance here that I have gotten to burning, in fact, you will see I've burned quite a bit of it, has been this lemon gelato fragrance. So let's go ahead and talk about this fragrance in particular. This is one of their new, I wouldn't say new, this format has been out for about a year now. This is one of the 3-wick 14.5 ounce vessels that Yankee offers. Personally, I love this format because it fits in a lot of my candle accessories. Those of you who shop from Goose Creek, Bath and Body Works, Kringle, this is the same size vessel that you will find in their candles. And yeah, I tend to like a 3-wick because for my home, I do find that 3-wick candles seem to perform a little bit better in my open concept. Fragrance notes on this candle are top notes of iced lemon, lime, black currant, mid notes of strawberry, marshmallow, blackberry, base notes of vanilla, sweet gelato, musky woods, and sugared citrus. Now, we all know Yankee likes to get a little bit verbose in their fragrance descriptions, kind of like Kringle. You know, they kind of give you more information than you really need to know. I feel like Homeworks, Bath and Body Works, they really simplify down what the fragrance notes are. But Yankee likes to give a little bit more detail, which can be a good thing. But for most of us, I think sometimes it can really leaving us wondering what we are going to smell. To my nose, you guys, here's the interesting thing. When I hauled this and gave you my cold snip impressions, I told you guys that this wasn't necessarily what I was expecting it to smell like. However, upon burn, I really, really like how this candle came together. So I'm going to tell you, my nose, definitely, you guys, this is a lemon fragrance through and through. I do actually detect a little bit of that lime note in there, but I think what I mean by that is saying that I think it really amps up the quote unquote citrusiness of this candle. It's still definitely not like a lime candle to my nose. It is definitely recognizable as lemon. And it's interesting that they say iced lemon in that fragrance accord because it does smell like this lemon has been a little bit chilled. In terms of those mid notes of strawberry, marshmallow, and blackberry, truthfully, you guys, I don't get any strawberry or blackberry in here. I do detect kind of a marshmallow, although the marshmallow note in here is it's kind of a gooey note. It's a very sweet, sugary note. But it's not the marshmallow note that I detect, say, in like how Kringle or Bath and Body Works does marshmallow. It's still very much kind of like it like a sweet confection type of fragrance, no doubt about it. But yeah, I'm actually really, really liking it. And it is a mid note, so it does tend to come out more so when you're burning the candle. And then, of course, the base notes here, I'm going to tell you guys that sugared citrus really comes out. It comes across very sugary and sweet, but not candied. I think that's the thing that is setting this apart, say, from like Bath and Body Works limoncello. That to me smells almost like a oh, what are they called? I want to say like lemon heads. It kind of reminds me of like a lemon head candy where it's like that tart, like really, really sweet lemon scent, very candied. This to me, I think it is that marshmallow note in the middle. And then also, to be truthful with you guys, they have a note listed here as musky woods in the base. And I do sense a little bit of muskiness in this candle, not perfumey, not like outdoorsy musk, but I do think that that musky woods accord in here. And of course, there's some vanilla, sweet gelato. um, I do think that that is what is kind of giving this fragrance a little bit more of a complex profile than just your standard candied lemon scent. I have actually really enjoyed this fragrance a lot more upon burn. I've been very pleasantly surprised with how much I've enjoyed it. Since, on cold sniff, I was kind of like, oh, this isn't really what I was expecting. And I thought it smelled just different than what I was expecting. But upon burn, I've really, really been enjoying it. Let's go ahead and talk about the performance of this candle, because this is where I have like a positive and a negative to talk about. So I'm going to lift this up. You're going to go ahead and see the wicks right now. So you can see, you guys, there's some wick residue in there. And you can probably tell from this angle that the wax is a little bit dark. I am going to go ahead and take a picture of this candle after the wax solidifies, because my negative that I'm going to give this candle is that I would say up until about the halfway point of the burn on this candle, the wicks burn very hot, pretty fast. Like, I mean, like very, very hot. And they do give you those like carbon balls at the end. So you do have to trim the wicks, or you don't have to, but I choose to. I chose to trim the wicks. It burned pretty hot and fast. But then at the halfway point, it did what kind of like a lot of Bath and Body Works candles do, where they slow down on the burn. The candle was not getting puny wicks. I wouldn't call the wicks puny, but they were just definitely not burning as hot and fast. And what I was finding was that the wax was starting to get sooty. It was starting to get discolored. And I will tell you though, it didn't alter the fragrance. And even now that the wax is discolored, it still hasn't altered the fragrance. However, what I did do when I noticed at the halfway point that the wax was starting to get that like blackish, yellowish color, what I did was I extinguished the candle. I didn't have a really deep wax pool going on it. I think I had lit it for like an hour just to kind of like get it out, like get it pulled out. I extinguished the wicks. I poured out that sooty wax residue. So yes, I didn't get all of my money's worth. And I thought, okay, I'm going to see if the sooty wax is a byproduct of the wicks burning slower, or is it just what this candle is going to do after the halfway point? I was kind of conducting a little bit of an experiment. So then today I've relit this candle and it burned beautifully. I did notice that the wicks did pick up again in terms of being a solid burn. So like even right now, how the wicks are, I would give these kind of like a medium flame. They're a little bit higher than what they were at the halfway point prior to me dumping some wax, but they're definitely not burning as hot as they were in the very beginning. But I was very curious to see, like, is the wax going to get sooty again? And you can see the wax has gotten sooty again, but again, the fragrance profile has not been compromised. So those of you who just get concerned about the color of your wax discoloration, you don't like that, you might want to be aware of that here. Now, here's where the thumbs up is going to be on this candle. You guys, this one is a powerhouse in my house. I would give this one a solid 8.5, almost 9 in terms of strength and throw. When I burn it in my master bedroom, which is more closed concept, it definitely fills up the space. It wants to throw outside of the bedroom. The fragrance lingers for a while after I've extinguished it. And when I put it out in my open concept living room, definitely fills up that entire space. I will say that the fragrance doesn't smell as strong in a larger room, but again, you guys, that's a lot because it's in a larger room. There's more space to fill up. It is still very, very noticeable out in the open concept, and the throw is still pretty good. It does fill up my kitchen. It fills up the open concept. It kind of throws all the way to the doors, not to the doors, to the bedrooms. goodness, sorry, not, but it doesn't go into like other rooms of the house. So overall, you guys, that's where I would give the performance a thumbs up, and kind of maybe like a thumbs up, or like a thumbs halfway up, I would say, because for those of you who are concerned about sooty wax, that might be a negative thing that you might want to be aware of. But the good news is that so far it's not really altering the fragrance profile. And I was also really curious to see if the wax discoloration could have been minimized if I had only burned it for, say, like 2 hours, which is what I did this morning. I burned it for 2 hours and extinguished the wicks, but I still started to notice that the wax pool was getting a little bit sooty. So I'm not sure if limiting the burn time really impacts the sootiness of the wax. Overall, you guys, I am going to give this candle a solid 2 thumbs up. If you are interested in this one, if you love lemon gourmand fragrances, now you have to really, really like strong lemon fragrances. There's no, it's not cleaner lemon. It's not like fresh lemon. It's a different fragrance than their Sicilian lemon. But if you are somebody who wants more of like a cake vibe or anything like that, which you shouldn't expect that because it says lemon gelato, you are not going to get that. But if you are somebody who loves lemon gourmand fragrances, I think you need to add this one to your list. It is also available in a 2-wick tumbler format, kind of like their signature collection. So I can't vouch for the strength and throw in that format, but like I said, in this little 3-wick here, this has been performing quite well for me. I'm not sure if I'll buy a backup of it, to be honest with you guys, because I am always trying lemon gourmand fragrances and I have quite a few of them in my collection. I don't feel like it's unique enough that I need backups of it, but I am definitely glad that I tried it, and I definitely see myself finishing off this candle. It is very versatile with a lot of other fragrances currently in my collection. I was burning it with the Homeworks limoncello cupcake and raspberry fragrance. I've actually been burning this with the new lilac and lily from Kringle. I had to think about what brand is that from. I think you could pair this with a lot of other citrus fragrances. You could pair it with a vanilla cupcake. It's actually quite versatile for this time of year. So a lot of fragrance combinations available. So let me know in the comment box down below if you have purchased this candle, what your burn experience has been with it. What do you detect when you are burning it? Has your performance been good? Or is this one that is on your wish list? I would be curious to know. Please hit thumbs up if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful. It helps me with the old YouTube algorithm. Consider subscribing to my channel if you are new and you like candle content. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.